EA Sports is proud to present today's PGA Tour coverage. It is just an ideal day for golf. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novelo for EA Sports. We're getting set for all the action this afternoon at Wetlands Golf and Country Club in Florida. And this is certainly a challenge, Frank.
It is. We really should rename it Drylands because that's the way you want to play this golf course. If you're not dry, then you are going to be wet. That swampland is just all the way around this golf course. In between it, though, is fairway. So fairway, the goal all day today.
And as always, with the state of Florida, you have to factor in the changing winds. Now down to the first tee as we get set here at the Wetlands. Par 5 opener. It's 660 yards, Frank.
Better put your thinking cap on here, Rich. Ideally, you want to play it as a 3-shot hole because there's a pond that protects the front right of the screen as well. Typical Floridian opening tee shot, narrow, tight, and it's going to extract the best from you. So somehow fairway, then, only then can you start think about making a birdie.
Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special. Strong winds continue to be a factor. Frank, I know you've played all over the world. How much did you enjoy the challenge of playing into a stiff breeze?
Well, it was a chance to separate yourself from the rest of the field, Rich. Just like these conditions we're seeing right now. You've really got to be smart. Pick the right shot. If you get too aggressive on a day like today, you'll pay a far more severe price than normal.
Club selection obviously is crucial.
Oh, it's imperative today.
Take an extra club or two, choke down.
Very much so.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Just a couple of feet. -1 in the early going. On to the second hole, par 3 of 225 yards. Good hole, Frank.
It certainly is, and the two bunkers, one left and one right, they remind you where not to go, but they don't really encroach on the green. So stay with a positive attitude on that tee, and you'll find that green is plenty big enough.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Not a real hard game, is it? Birdie to open. Fairly straightforward par 4 now. The third at the Wetlands is 460 yards straight away.
It is 460 yards. It can be chopped down a lot of different ways. 300-yard tee shot. And it's only 160. But if you're a mere mortal, 280, 180, the hole becomes that much longer, that much harder.
Wow, Frank, look at that one. How it just blistered that tee shot.
Oh, that has to be 325 if it's an inch. And this will be fine, just a little left of the flag.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Boy, this would be nice, Frank. I mean, you talk about jump-starting a round. If he were to make another birdie, we'd really have it going in the right direction.
You can sort of feel it too. People around there know. I've seen the birdies to this point.
Par 3 fourth, 250 yards, and you tee off just in front of the swamp, so golf cart's not going to get you to the green here, is it, Frank?
No, it might need an airboat to go across that.
On the green and looking at a birdie opportunity. Frank, this is a nice run right here.
Oh, yeah, and this is very makeable, too. Excellent chance for 4 in a row.
Drops another birdie and moves to 4 under on the day. Now to the 5th hole here at the Wetlands. Par 5, 635 yards. A lot going on here, Frank.
The shorter hitters don't really worry about the swampland on the left because it really only cuts in to worry the longer hitters if you want to try and reach this par 5 and 2. So shorter hitters, 2 good shots, set up a wedge shot. Longer hitters, are you straight enough to hit it into the narrowest part of the fairway?
What a drive. Just tattooed that. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Headed for the bunker? In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. You know how to play this shot, Frank, right? You keep your chin up, you look down your nose at the ball, you have to pick it cleanly, and keep your head still. Frank, that reminds you of maybe what, the greatest bunker player of all time? Not a gimme, but well within his range. How about this little move? 5 under par now. 2 straight birdies. Par 4 6th here at the Wetlands. 440 yards and water to deal with.
2 choices here, Rich. Lay it up, short of the Wetlands, or, well, chance it, brave enough, tee it up, and flash it across the Wetlands for just a mere short iron into this lengthy par 4.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today. I've heard of being on the zone, but this is he's just making it look so easy.
Just sensational golf. I mean, he is knocking down every flagstick right now. What a performance. Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah. Has it come down yet? Not only is it straight, it's mega long.
Setting up for another approach, our featured golfer has continued that excellent play from earlier in the round.
Indeed, there's no better feeling in the world than when you know you're firing on all cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight at the flag. Right now, everything is working.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
How about 7 under par now? On to the 8th. It's a par 3, 203 yards. What's going on here, Frank?
Interesting par 3, really. It looks anything other than a straightaway hole. That bunker short of this green gives you like an optical illusion. You think it's lapping up with the front of this green, but there's actually sort of 3 or 4 yards before you get to the putting surface. A little bit of a drop-off behind this green, and it narrows out the deeper the green gets. So, tricky little par 3.
Stuck the follow-through right there. This could be really good. How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the tree.
Frank, this is one of the best runs I have seen in years. He has already made 7 consecutive birdies. You think it's going to end, but here he is with a great chance to get to Ocho.
You remember that show, 8 is enough? I don't think 8 will be enough.
Frank, just a surgical touch out there.
And the scorecard reflects yet another birdie.
The 9th hole, Frank, is a muscular par 5, 621 yards.
We see why length is a huge advantage of this golf course, just under 7,700 yards. This hole here, another example. Good tee shot. Perhaps think of going for the par 5 and 2, but a great collection of 3 bunkers that sort of annoy you with your layup there. Got to make sure you avoid all of those to leave yourself a nice little wedge shot in here if you can't reach it in 2.
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch. Playing his 3rd here at the par 5. Safely aboard. I mean, you just don't see this too often. How about 9 birdies on the card today? What a round. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back 9, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Par 4 11th hole, 443 yards. Frank, what's the best way to play it?
Nice straight drive off the tee, then really reduces this par 4 to size. Then those bunkers, short and left, don't really cause an issue. The green's a little tiny, though, but even if you miss that green a little bit on the right side, it's a relatively simple chip.
Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie.
This is an awkward length.
That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Good, solid par right there. So on this back nine, we started with a par 3, then a par 4, and now we get to a par 5. The 12th is 576 yards.
Yeah, nice blend of holes there that you've just referenced. 11 bends to the left, consequently 12 will bend in the other direction. Good drive required. From there, just setting up perhaps, 7 iron, 6 iron into a green that's sort of fairly uniform in shape and should present a birdie with a good second shot.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Well, you could see he thought he had that.
It looked in the whole way until the end.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Now minus 10 for the round. Now to the par 4 13th. Frank, what are the options here?
Well, another straight one required here, Rich. At 450, it's not overly long in today's standard, but still, that fairway widens up where the longer hitters will actually hit, and bunkers once again short of a green. So as long as you can fly that second shot to at least the front of the green, then they really do not come into play.
Second shot, good look at the green. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot on the green in regulation. Well, all right, now we're on a little bit of a run. 2 straight birdies. Moving on to the tricky 14th here at the Wetlands. It's 204 yards, but there is plenty of trouble out there. This is a good-sized par 3, 210 yards. This could be a good one. That one inside of 10 feet, really dialed in. Frank, this would jumpstart the round. A 3rd straight birdie.
Some good playing.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Stepping up here on the 15th tee at the Wetlands, this is a 590-yard par 5.
Oh, that had some meat behind it.
Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. Very nicely done, right on the dance floor. Getting set now over the putt. that hurts. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
16th hole at the Wetlands is a par 4, 455 yards.
Once again, another reward for a straight tee shot, but this green heavily guarded by sand. So, good tee shot. And, well, this one, you're going to have to hit one of the better iron shots required at Wetlands.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Par 3 17th, Frank, it's 238 yards.
There's still a chance for birdie here, though. Green shape's a little bit to the player's right, so a nice high draw coming in here. Even finding the middle of the putting surface will give you a chance to putt to really any position on this green. Surely not.
Doing whatever he wants with that golf ball. Moving it left, moving it right, hitting it straight when it's called for. He's doing it all. Headed to rarefied territory already. 15 under par for the round. Final hole here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. It's par 4. It's not a long one, 377 yards. There must be some trouble out there somewhere.
Well, not really if you keep your wits about you. Just position the tee shot. You don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood's only going to leave a short iron. If you hit your 3-wood 250, 260 yards, do the maths, it's only 120 yards left. With that, with a scoring club, try and get that inside 10, 15 feet. Finish with a birdie.
But if you stray, then what?
Oh, no. We don't think of straying on this hole. This is the last hole. Got to finish well.
But I'm thinking about gators. Are there gators out there?
Well, there's gator on the menu.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
He's made it. Frank, you have to like what you saw out there today.
I certainly did. Swing is excellent right now. Stroke, there's nothing wrong with that. Really, just it's a case of getting out of your own way. I mean, the opportunities ahead now, chance to win, just they have to be so motivating.
Well, this is it, Frank. The 18th.